Hi, I'm Helenor Rogers, co-founder of Troo Foods. We're a functional food company that's all about gut healthy goodness. And by that, we mean gut healthy goodness. So it's good in terms of the food we make, but also in the way that we do business. So I started making granola for my family, like lots of startups. I wanted a healthier option for my kids. And it was tasted really good. My kids said, my son said, you know what you should make? You should sell this. It's so good. So I thought I'd give it a try. I started selling it on Facebook and sending it through the post to people and sending it to influencers and seeing what people thought. And it had quite a good uptake. And then so I thought maybe I should be a little bit more ambitious and go further. But we realised that we couldn't just sell any old granola. Our granola had to be special. So we started looking at the trends and discovered gut health. And we thought this could be something that really would be beneficial for people. And so in January 2018, we were the first company to launch gut healthy granola. Also the first company to launch cereal in plastic-free packaging. So really it's a combination of good for you and good for the planet. We're really passionate about gut health because it's fundamental to your physical and mental health and well-being. Last year, it was widely reported that 1 in 5 deaths, 22% of deaths in the UK was actually due to malnutrition. And that's not people don't have enough food, it's that people are eating all of the wrong food. And that really is quite shocking. Further to that, there was another study which said that 30% of deaths from diseases like strokes, heart attacks, and some forms of cancer could be prevented if only we were to eat 30 grams of fibre per day. Seems easy, doesn't it? Now, in the current reality, people who are obese have got twice as likely, double the chance of being critically ill with COVID-19. So something has got to be done. And all of these things relate really to your gut health and your fibre consumption. Now, fibre consumption, you should eat 30 grams of fibre a day, but hardly anybody does. 94% of women and 87% of men don't eat that 30 grams of fibre. In fact, the average over the UK is closer to 18, 19 grams a day. We call this 12-gram difference between what people actually eat and what they should eat the fibre gap. And that's what we're really here to fill. We see our mission as Troo to be to help fill that fibre gap so that people live longer, healthier and happier lives. Breakfast is a really good time to kickstart your fibre consumption for the day. Most breakfast cereals contain between 1 and 5 grams of fibre per bowl. All of Troo breakfast cereals contain almost double that. So our granola is 9 grams of fibre per bowl, our porridge is 8 grams of fibre. And that's a really good way of kickstarting and getting that bit of extra fibre boost. If you were to add a sliced apple with that, a few strawberries and some raspberries, you'll get up to say 12 grams. Finish your breakfast off with a slice of wholemeal toast with some peanut butter. You get to 16 grams. That's more than halfway to your magic 30 grams that will really bring the positive health benefits. So that's kind of what we would really, really recommend. Now, our breakfast cereals, our Troo breakfast cereals, also contain 6 grams of prebiotic fibre per bowl. You want to try and to be really gut healthy, you want to try and eat 12 grams of prebiotic fibre per day. And this is the fibre that helps feed all of those good gut bacteria that bring lots and lots of positive physical and mental health benefits. It's really important to realise that gut health isn't just about the food that you're eating, it's also about your lifestyle. So we say that there's 4 pillars to gut health. Number 1 is the food that you eat, and it is your diet. You need to eat loads of whole food, loads of grains, and loads of vegetables. They really are the key to a healthy life. Number 2 is exercise. You need to incorporate exercise into your daily routine. I am really passionate about this because after doing the 0 to 5K app a couple of years ago, it truly changed my life. And now I feel much braver, I feel much stronger at 51 than I have for many years. I even play rugby for the Folkestone Women's Rugby team. So, if I can do that, anybody can. So exercise, number 2, really important. Number 3 is sleep. You need to sleep and you need to plan your sleep and make sure you've got the conditions to allow you to get those 6 to 8 hours every night. So really think about that, because that's when your body repairs itself. The fourth pillar is managing your stress. Stresses in life are inevitable, but how you manage it makes the difference. So whether that's through mindfulness, through meditation, there are all different ways that you can help manage your stress, but you do have to, because it'll impact on the rest of the areas. Our website, eattroo.com, contains loads of hints and tips that will really help you manage those 4 pillars to ensure you have a gut healthy lifestyle. Britain's Healthiest Workplace study last year showed that on average, 38 days are lost per worker due to sickness and illness. That costs our economy over £90 billion, and 3/4 of that could be prevented if people made better health choices. That's something we've got to do something about. At Troo, we see the workplace as the perfect place to both educate and inspire people to make better choices. Now, you've got to be careful how you do this. People don't want to be preached to or patronised, so you've got to get the tone of voice right. But not only that, you have to get the food products right, because people are not prepared to compromise either on convenience or on taste. So it has to deliver on all levels. If we can get this right, we can make fundamental changes to people's lives, and that for me is really motivating.